One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So LSU's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. He's got him. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. We just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Marshall. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Marshall. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
He'll take it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Makes the catch, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. In the red area, it's Wicks. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're going to ride this running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vols! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer, and done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
No chance to run, but still a good game.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The quick out. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over time.
Turning it on!
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now the play fake. And the defense got him at the 27. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure up.
There he goes. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Volunteers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass, it's Marshall. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Looking for space, it's Wicks. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO. He's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Wicks. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll run for it. Shakes off the defender. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Armour. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Armour. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Caught behind the line. It's York. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Finds his man down the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Finds a little space. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little.
Breaks into the open. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Marshall. He's got it down the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Complete on 3rd down. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wicks. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just